Thanks, everybody. Welcome to the December meeting of the Governance Committee of the Buffalo Fiscal Stability Authority. Our agenda includes the review of the final 2022 board meeting calendar, the 2022-2023 Minority and Women-Owned Businesses Enterprise Goal Plan, and the 2022-2023 Service Disabled Veteran-Owned Business Development Goal Plan. This committee will vote on a recommendation for the approval of these three items by the full board. Let me call the roll. First, Chair Olson is excused. Interim Vice Chair Jurczak.
Present.
Director Sanfilippo.
Here.
Okay, we have a quorum. The first item of business is to approve the minutes of the committee meeting held on September 27th, 2021. The draft minutes are located under tab 1 in your board book, along with the accompanying resolution. Do I have a motion to accept the minutes?
As moved.
Okay, second?
Second.
All right. Any discussion? Any changes? Hearing none. All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? It passes. The next item to be reviewed is the final 2022 meeting calendar that's under tab 1 in your board book. The calendar was originally distributed to the full board in September, and no changes have been made to the dates. May I have a motion to recommend approval of the final 2022 meeting calendar by the full board?
So moved.
Thank you. Second?
Seconded.
All righty. Any discussion? Jeanette, do you want to add anything?
Not to the calendar, no.
Okay, great. All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? That resolution passes. The next agenda item is to review the BFSA's procurement goals with respect to registered minority and women-owned businesses, as well as registered service disabled veteran-owned businesses for the upcoming 2022-2023 state fiscal year, and to consider recommendations of recommending approval of these two goal plans to the full board. The goal document has been included under tab 1 in your board book. Jeanette, will you please review this for us?
Yes, thank you. So just a quick walkthrough on the process. So the budgeting process for MWBE and SDVOB are linear with each other, so I'll discuss them both at once. So it begins with the financial plan that the board of directors approves in June, and we factor our plan on year 2 of that financial plan, which corresponds with the state's 2022-23 fiscal year, the subsequent fiscal year. So a budget is developed using those estimates, and we determine how much of the budgeted spending is eligible for participation under Article 15A, which covers MWBE spending, and Article 17B, which covers SDVOB spending, which is both part of executive law. So the starting point for MWBE expenditures for years has been 30%. I think it was last year that ESD through the state required a 4-year growth plan be provided to the state, but they kind of backdated it a little bit. So I only go up incrementally in the goal plan, which has been approved by them. And I'm asking that this committee affirm that, which would be 30.3% of spending goals for this upcoming year. And we split that evenly between women-owned businesses and minority-owned businesses. An individual can only be registered as one. We can't have both a woman-owned business and a minority-owned business. It's one or the other in New York State. Now, the spending for SDVOB continues to be 6% as established by the state. We continue to hold a 6% goal. Backing up a little bit for you, for the last state fiscal year that would have ended in March of 2021, we did meet our SDVOB goals. Our actual spending was 36.2%. So we were able to meet those. SDVOB looks at it a little bit differently in the document that's in your board book. It looks at the last 4 quarters. In the last 4 quarters, we're at 5.9%, so just under the 6%, which, considering the difficulty we had with the pandemic and, our spending went down so much, it really is a testament to how much work and effort Nikita puts into the purchasing and procurement process. And she works with the qualified registrants to bring the price more consistent where we're able to utilize them for our business practice. And it's a lot of work, so I want to thank her for it. In terms of numbers, what we're looking at, our total budget for MWBE and SDVOBs is just under 25,000, of which 30.3% is equivalent to $7,341. 6% for SDVOB is $1,468. That's reflected in the documents that are in front of you today. Any questions?
Yeah, Jeanette, I
I
have a
just want,
question.
go ahead, Andy.
Jeanette, I have a question on the SDVOB percentages, and maybe I'm not reading this right, but it says total commodities 6%, consultant services 6%, construction and total professional construction services 0. Correct me if I'm wrong here, but wouldn't you think that any disabled veteran or whatever would probably be more, or any other veterans would be more involved in the construction trades than in technology? I'm just asking a general question. Why wouldn't we have a percentage for participation in construction?
This is goals specific to the BFSA, Director Sanfilippo, and we're not involved in construction related projects, so that's why that would be 0. We're prohibited from construction projects.
Okay. I'm sorry. I guess that.
No,
yeah, I apologize. I thought that if there's any. Okay, fair enough. I get it.
Okay, thank you.
And I think, that it's very important that we meet these goals if we're going to push other covered organizations to meet these goals. So I want to applaud all of you for making sure that we're meeting these goals and in many cases exceeding them, because I don't think it's fair if we don't meet the goals to ask others to meet the goals. So I appreciate the hard work that Nikita and your whole staff has done, Jeanette, to be able to do that. And I think we need to continue. So thank you.
And if I could just circle back on Andy's question, Andy, I do want to be clear that you're absolutely right that SDVOB spending statewide is also at 6% for construction projects. So that's definitely a very important and substantial level of spending for goals.
Sure. No, I just thought somehow we didn't recognize, but then again, when you certainly explained to me the fact that we're not responsible for any construction projects, I get it.
Okay.
Great. Are there any other questions for Jeanette? Seeing none, I request a vote to recommend the approval of the authority's 2022-2023 Minority and Women-Owned Business Enterprise Goal Plan and the Service Disabled Veteran-Owned Business Development Goal Plan for BFSA by the full board. Is there a motion? Please?
As moved.
Okay, second?
Seconded.
Okay. Any other discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Okay, it passes. Is there any other new business? Or any individual from the public that wants to make a statement at the committee? Hearing none, this concludes the meeting of the Governance Committee of the Buffalo Fiscal Stability Authority. Is there a motion to adjourn?
As moved.
So moved.
Second?
Seconded.
Okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
We stand adjourned. Thank you, everybody.